Hi there. I've been sending many messages about the trackers responses. Um, I really realized that I get to really have a talk, a conversation, and put a video so we can really be flat on exactly what's we are enrolling you into. So we enrolling you in completing your tracker for the first time on Monday. And you may ask, why is it that I should do it on Monday? It's just, I have nothing to report. Well, what it does is actually, number one, it allows us to really know where we start, the starting point for the week. And remember, it's not the starting point. The week really start 3 p.m. on Friday afternoon. So what that means is on Monday, you really almost like a third of the week is kind of gone by. So that will allow us to know where we're starting on Monday. But what also important is, I'm pretty sure it's important to all of us, is to be effective on a game of the world. If on Monday we look at our structure of fulfillment and we look to see what it's going to take to be effective that week, we can look at it, assess it, and we can make a declaration. We can make a declaration that will be effective. But we know what the power of declaration is. We also know the power of standing today in a future fulfill as of Friday, 3 p.m., that this will be done. We know the power of that. That is what our program is all about. And so, and one thing I learned is that, let's say you're welcoming and you're declaring something, you're welcoming a miracle. That miracle may not happen. However, you're in this space of welcoming miracle. If you look, other aspects of your life are being miraculously happening. So, but what is important though, if you declare that you're going to be effective on Monday, you get to really go back on your structure of fulfillment, on your game of the world, to ensure that the possibilities are there and we are creating from possibilities so that we can become effective on Friday. That's also important. But the important is that, all of us team twos, I know all of us have a coachee or one or two coachees, and we have a co-co. So we can really also look at their structure of fulfillment for their game of the world. We can look at what they put, whether it's ineffective or they have no TDOs, whatever. And that's the conversation to be having, is I just looked at your tracker and it says you're going to be ineffective. Is there anything I can assist you, we can create together so that you become effective by Friday? That's a conversation. It's creating a conversation of us connecting together and generating each other, and also generating our coachees, because we have coachees. So what that means is we're looking and they say ineffective. Now, if by Wednesday they're still ineffective, or it has not moved, or they have not completed tracker at all, we get to look at the game of the world and we get to have a conversation. If they're saying that they're effective still, that's another conversation to have. So, if you can see it, you can move it and you can manage it. But if we're not looking at our game grid, then it's going to be extremely difficult to really be able to become effective. So know as early as possible, when we know where we are, then we can really have powerful movement to become effective. The other thing is, if all of us wait, we're not asking for you to do tracker 3 times a week. Just do it once a week and update as soon as there is a change. So the point is, if we all say, you know what can I just do it on Thursday, and what can I do it on Thursday and Friday? What happened is that when we had 22 people to enter data, it was difficult. But having to enter data for 72 people and waiting for the majority of us to actually do it. But even if it's like, half of us, because that's what we're seeing, half of us have not done it by Thursday. It's a lot of data to be inputting for 72 people, and just to ensure that all the other data are updated or not. So the reason that we're enrolling you is, number one, it's a way for us to create conversation to become effective early on the week instead of later on the week when the chances are less. That is what we're enrolling you to do, is go ahead and complete your tracker on Monday and update as soon as you have an event, whether it's your COCO's call or whether you have a registration. If you have a registration, we enroll you to enter it as soon as possible. Please, I'm here, I'm available. Let's talk it out. Let's see how we can move powerfully together, generating ourselves so we can become effective. What also important though, if you say you're going to be effective, you ought to ensure that by Friday, that if you're effective, it says effective. If you're not, if you're ineffective, you get to actually change it. Thank you so much.